Hey guys, it's Maddie here, and there is no one watching right now, so we're gonna give people a minute to hop on. So we are live. Okay, we have 6 viewers. Oh yeah, we never plugged in the we never I never plugged in the internet now, did I? Yeah.
I don't hear
Um
you, Maddie.
oh you don't hear me?
Hello?
Um that's not good. Hold on. Hello? Audio. My audio is working.
Hey, Maddie, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Um All right, so we are having a quick problem. Let me type in our little private chat. Um, I don't know how to fix this because all my stuff's fine. I don't know how to.
I lost him.
Um,
Hello?
yeah, I can hear him talking. Hope that. Oh, I can probably just write it down.
What time you getting there, baby? I says, I can't put it up closer. I can't see it. Check your settings. I haven't touched anything. Lights on, cams on. I haven't touched a thing. I just been sitting here while I waiting on it. It was working earlier.
Um,
I can call back again if you want. You want me to call back?
yeah. Sorry, guys. We're experiencing technical
No sound.
difficulties. Yeah, he's gonna disconnect and he's gonna come back. Yeah, he's gonna disconnect and come back. So yeah, everyone's saying that we both sound good. Yeah, he was able to hear us before we went live. So, while we're waiting for him to come back, hey guys, it's Maddie here, and welcome back to the Digging Adventures live show. I am your host, Maddie Tomaney. We are having Gigmaster on. Oh, here he is.
All right.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I got you now, buddy.
All right, that's good. I don't know what happened there.
I don't either. It went blank.
Yeah. So where was I? Oh yes. Hey guys, Maddie here, and welcome back to the Digging Adventures live show. I am your host, Maddie Tomaney, and tonight we have Gigmaster on. How's it going?
How's it going, everybody? We're doing good here.
All right. So, before we get into our show, we're going to go over our commercials and our giveaways for tonight. So, let's get straight into it. First up, we have on our list, we have metalldetectingshop.com. If you need anything metal detecting related, make sure you go and click the link in the comment section that I just put up. Make sure you click that link to go to metalldetectingshop.com. A portion of all sales to
Maddie?
that link. Yes,
I lost you again.
he lost me again. That's not good.
Can you hear me, Maddie? All right. I might call you back. It went out again.
This is not.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick him since he's trying to leave. All right. So where was I? Ah, yes. A portion of all sales that go through this link right here go to us. They go to the show. Isn't that great? The more sales that go through this link means the bigger and better prizes that we can do for our show. So make sure next time you're going to buy something detecting related, you use the link. But don't. Yeah. All right. No, he's not back yet. Um, Next up we have. Oh man, now I'm all like. Oh, now here he is. Hello.
All right, we're back again.
Hopefully it's good this time.
Hopefully we're good this time.
So next up we have where here we go. Predator Tools. If you're in the market for a new detecting shovel, look no further. Predator Tools has the best digging tools in my opinion. Made in America from US certified steel. I use the model 24 Phoenix and I love it. This season I have given away 2 out of 3 Predator Tools shovels. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the next one. And last but most definitely not least, we have Awesome Relics New England. Awesome Relics New England is a group of detecting enthusiasts from all over New England and across the United States. Their focus is retrieving and identifying items through detecting to help educate people on their history and to preserve items for future generations. So make sure you join their Facebook group, Awesome Relics New England. All right. So we quickly check. You can still hear me?
I can still hear you, buddy. We're on live now.
All right. There we go.
You mentioned that the link is
Oh,
not
yes.
working, so we're just gonna enter contact the regular way.
So now that we're done with our commercials, I have a couple things to mention about our giveaways. One, speaking of Awesome Relics New England, they donated one of the prizes for tonight. And secondly, last week I mentioned that we would use a link for this show for one of the giveaways. It is not working. If you see a link in the description, do not click it. It will lead you to a screen that says this is not available. So you don't use the link, just enter in the good old-fashioned way, which is to like, share, and comment that you shared so we know you want to be entered. All right. So firstly, we have a United States mint proof set from 2006. We will be giving that away tonight. And what happened? And donated to us by Awesome Relics New England, we have a coin and currency collecting starter bundle. Look at that. We're also giving that away tonight. So, in order to enter in, like I said, all you have to do is like, share, and comment that you shared so we know you want to be entered. And with that, we have gone through all our giveaways. Well, we've gone over all our giveaways, and we can now get into the show.
All right.
So for those of you who just joined, I'm your host, Matty Tomani, and to the side of me, we have Gigmaster. How's it going?
Doing great, man. I thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, so it's really great to have you on. What is this, your second time on here now?
Second time, I believe so. At least.
Yeah. So, all right. Now let's get right into the show.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So,
all right. You want me to get started? What I want to talk about?
Sure.
All right. Well, Matt had asked to come on the show, and I asked him, could we talk about the ringfinders.com? It is some of y'all may already know a little bit about it, but what it is, it's a website that a guy up in Canada created, Chris Turner. He's a real good detector. He's been detected 50 years. He's been returning rings for 28 years. And he decided, he said, man, this is so good. I want to create a nationwide way metal detectors can help people get a second chance to find that one item they lost. It's just so valuable to them. You know, it's so sentimental, some of these things that people lose. So he created the ringfinders.com website to help people all around the world do it. And metal detectors like myself can sign up. And what I'll do, I'll go ahead and show you first the screen that you come to. If you click on it, it'll come to it. And It's the Ring Finders main page, and that's what it looks like right there. Good job, Maddie, putting that up there like that. And anyway, this is what you come to. It's got a lot of things you can come in here and click on. You go back and see all kind of spines that people found before, and you can go see the history of it and about it. But if you click directory, and if you bring up Ring Finders map there, Maddie, you'll see this right here. And this is international, it's worldwide. So what you do is if you actually lose something, and you can actually pull this map up in the area. And I got it clicked on Virginia Beach right now because that's where I'm at. And it shows me and one other ring finder in there. And then if you click that, you come up here and it shows me, it gives my information, my contact info, how to contact me. And I get calls. I got a lot of calls last year. People actually type in internet, Lost Ring, Virginia Beach. I'll come up. Or if they go here and click it, it'll come up. So it's a really good system to do it. If you want to, we can actually... I'll tell you about it. You want to talk about a couple finds there, Maddie?
Sure.
All right. I'll start with the first one. I had a lady. She called me through the ringfinders.com. She had lost a diamond ring. It's actually a $21,000 diamond ring. And she called me out there. She had lost it the night before out in the edge of the water there. So I went out there and started looking. Me and my friend Gene, and we started checking around and all. And I finally, after a while, it took us a little while to find it, but I found it. I didn't, and they had kind of walked off at the time, so I called them back over. And I like to do this a lot. I don't usually tell people when I find it. I kind of hide it and show it. So anyway, Maddie's got a little clip here of me actually handing it to her and her reaction and give it to you. So if you want to put that most expensive diamond up.
Right.
How long you had it?
I want to make sure it's my ring, but okay, this is worth even doing this, guys. So I've been married for 13 years.
13 years, congratulations.
This is a beautiful, beautiful ring that my husband got for me, and yesterday was the saddest day by thinking that the ring was lost forever. So I would be thrilled if you guys actually found it. It would be the best day of my life.
It would be the best day of your life?
It would be the best day of my life.
See what you got.
Wait a minute, is that it right there?
Oh my God! How did you find it?
I will hug you.
All right.
Thank you.
How did you find
Oh
it?
my God! They found
Anyway, it gives you the best. I tell you what, as a metal detector, it gives me the best feeling to be able to return something back to somebody. That these things are like priceless to these people. When you find them and hand them back, they think it's lost forever. So when you do it, it really gives you a good feeling. It really does. I love doing it. But I got a few. You want to go over any more, Maddie, or you got something else going on there?
Sure, but really quickly, I wanted to comment on that.
Okay.
Just watching that, it made me smile. I don't know if you saw that or not, but just watching
it makes me smile too, and that's my favorite part of metal detecting is doing that right there. And I returned over 20 last year, so I mean, I really, and I want to mention this too. It's not only rings, and Chris has just made a whole new section on his website. Because I get calls when I've returned bracelets, lost golf clubs. I had a guy actually, his head came off, went in the underbrush. He couldn't find it. He called me up. I found it for him, a golf club head, But cell phones, people call you about all kinds of stuff they lose. So it's not only rings. And he created another section that you can actually go in and put other things you find for people. So they can call us anything metal we can find. Unless I get people call all the time about some crazy stuff. They say, I lost it in my house, which is kind of hard to do, and there's a lot of things you want to, if you're going to get into business, there's a lot of things you got to be careful, because a lot of people, they'll go in the yard and they'll work an entire yard, or they'll go, a day or two, and then all of a sudden they look down and it's missing. They say, I lost my ring, but they really don't know where they lost it at. And those are some tough ones. I have had some success on those, but sometimes they are not as successful because they don't really know where they lost it. But if somebody's like throwing a football and they saw it come off, you have a really good chance of finding that one. But when they don't know when they lost it, and sometimes people leave it and take it off to take a shower to put it on the sink. They go take a shower to go to yard working, and they don't see it. They say, "Oh, I lost my ring in the yard." So they call it, look, they say, "Oh, I found it on the sink." You gotta, before you actually go, you gotta ask a lot of questions. where, how, what time, when it was, especially on the beach too, because of the tide. You got situations on the tide you got to watch out for. So there's some other issues that we won't get into here that you got to talk about, and ask certain questions to make sure you have a good chance of finding that item. I've been on a couple recently, like earrings. I had a couple earrings are tough to find. I went to one the other day, matter of fact, and he had the other earring, and this is the best way to do it. You can actually take the other one that lost, and you can get a good signal, so you know the exact number and signal that you're looking for. So if it's in grass or something, you can go right up top, and that way you can eliminate anything. If it's 12, you got 20, don't dig it. 6, don't dig it. You know exactly what the signal you're looking for. So that helps you zero in on that particular, so you're not digging false targets everywhere. So there's a lot of little tricks you learn over time doing it. But we'll talk about I tell you about another guy had called me, and he had lost his ring the day before, and he told me the general area he'd lost it. And so I went out there and started looking for it and all. And I actually found it before he came there. So, but I didn't tell him I had found it. I love surprising people, Yeah. What I did, and this is in my video. I got all these whole length videos on my YouTube channel, Gigmaster. But these are just little small snippets of it. And it goes into this end part I'm getting ready to show you here in a second. But anyway, what I did, I put his ring on my finger. And I held it. I said, "You ready to go look for it?" And it's sitting on my finger. He didn't see it for a while until he finally noticed it. Check that one out. It's on my finger video there, Maddie. If you can get that one out. So you can't get another one. It's a one-of-a-kind ring.
One-of-a-kind ring.
Are you ready to go start looking for it?
Heck yeah, let's go.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir. We're ready.
That's fine.
Are you ready?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You found it?
Are you ready to start looking for it?
Oh!
That was really nice. That one.
I tell you, we have some really good things, like, especially when you surprise people with it like that. It really gets them going, because they think it's lost forever. I mean, a lot of people get in it; they think they'll never see it again. Of course, you drop in the ocean. I got Noah. I'll talk to you in a second. It's a pretty good story, but he knew that one was gone. He'd never see it again. That guy had actually, his grandfather had died, and he had his grandfather's ring, and it meant the world to him, because it was the only thing he had left from his grandfather, and apparently they were really tight. He actually named the child who was there, I think the middle name somehow, after his grandfather. So it was very sentimental to him, and he was just heartbroken that he had lost this ring. And he'd been out in the water, I think, the football. He was out in the water about this deep. He was really out deep, and it was a tough recovery because the tide was coming in, and I had to go out there. The waves were going over my head. I lost my hat. I lost some stuff and all, but I was determined I was going to find that ring for him, and I did. So, Grandpa ring, if you want to show that one real quick. I love this stuff, man.
Is that the one with him dancing out in the water, or the other one?
Grandpa's ring. It's on he's got a shirt off. He's on the shore, and
this one?
Yeah, that. How much does it mean to you?
The world, honestly. How you doing?
Stop playing with me. How much does it mean to you, man?
No, stop playing. There's not mine.
Talk to me. Are you ready?
Please show me.
God, no fucking.
Way. No way. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That one's really nice.
That's one of my favorite ones right there. That really got to him. They got to me too, man. Seeing how much it meant to him, getting that ring back to him. It was pretty cool. That was awesome, man.
Yeah. These videos, I don't know if there's anyone out there that could watch these and not get a smile on their face. It's just being able to watch someone lose something that's so important to them, and then you just bring it back in such a lively way. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love them. My favorite part of the detective really is. I find a lot of rings, and actually sometimes even without people calling, I've returned a lot of rings just by getting, you get like a school, it had a lot of times have initials in it, so you can usually find a yearbook or somehow sometimes they have the names in them, and you can track them down with social media now. I mean, you can really find a lot of information on people and everything now. I had one video on my YouTube channel. I returned 3 rings I found in one video that they figured they'd never get it back, So that's pretty cool too. One of them, I think one of them was in New Jersey, Colorado, and Nashville. I think they're all over the place. The girl in Nashville, I think it was, actually had lost it. I think 16 years ago at Virginia Beach at a concert, and I found it had her name in it, where she had graduated from or something, and I got it back to her. She was shocked. I mailed it back to her like that, But even though I couldn't, I like to hand them to them like that. But sometimes you can't do that, and you mail it back. I actually had one girl that contacted me. She had lost her ring, and actually commented on TikTok that she had lost her ring, and somebody had told her, say, hey, check with the Gig Master on TikTok. He said, go to his site, and maybe he had found it. And sure enough, she contacted me, and she had a picture, the information. You got to be careful because everybody, wants to claim a ring, but it was hers. I validated it, so and got that back to her. I was metal detecting in front of a guy, and I pulled a ring up right in front. He says, that's my ring. I said, I've heard that story before. And but sure enough, he hadn't talked to his wife. His wife came out, and I said, don't say anything to her. And I questioned, because you got to be careful about it. I questioned. She said, he lost his ring yesterday, right where you were at right there. And she had a picture of it too. So it was his right in front of him. So we return. I return a lot of rings to people, even though they don't call the ring finders, but the ring finders is definitely one of the best ways, and that's probably where I get the most input from, to go look for something that's been lost. But friends and all that from other people that know me, get them to call me too. But we got, let's see, we'll talk about one more here. We got one way to go yet, but anyway, this is one of my last ones I think I sent you. But this is a guy that was really good friends with Allen Iverson. When Allen Iverson went, NBA star, got into NBA, he was making all kind of money. He was giving money away like crazy. He gave his friend, that was a friend, I think right over here in Hampton, a $13,000 necklace. Had 4 carats of diamonds. I mean, a thick chain. The thing is this big around with diamonds all over, chain like that big around. It went around his neck. 13,000. He had actually sent me the appraisal on it to show me what it was valued at. But he had lost it doing a flip in the water with that thing on. Who does that, right? Who takes something that expensive out? But anyway, he lost it. And they called me up, went out there, started looking for it. And same thing. I saw it in my scoop basket, but I didn't tell him. I kind of hid it on the side, and I went over and talked to him. And that's the other one you got there, Allen Iverson. Show that video right there, then, Maddie.
We gonna find. I'm gonna be
Give me some positive. Give me something positive.
Yeah, we gonna
Rodney,
find. We gonna find.
give me some positive
Yes,
stuff
we
now.
gonna find.
Give me some positive stuff. What do you think, right? That positive, Rob? What do you think,
I
right?
seen that hanging when you did that. You were so quiet and sneaky with it. You got a great poker face. You got a great poker face, man. Yeah.
We got it, buddy. Look at that down inside there.
Yes, sir.
Grab that thing in there. Let's check it out.
Ah,
Let's put it where it's supposed to be at. Where's it supposed to be at,
around
man?
my neck.
Let's put it out there.
Where you find? Where?
Did that one make you smile, Maddie?
That one was really nice.
But yeah, it's really good. So you can go on there, and if anybody's interested in signing up for your area, I think he allows 3 people to an area. So if you're up anywhere near water or anywhere, you can sign up for, because people lose stuff in ball fields and in the house and around the yard. So I mean, you can look for it anywhere, not just the beaches and all. So
Yeah. I remember I've had my fair share of times when I've gone out to go like find someone's ring or something they've lost. Just unfortunately for me, I have a track record of not finding them more as compared to do as actually finding them. One of these stories, a teacher, they were a coach at a high school, and they lost their ring in one of the fields, but they didn't know which field it was. They
Oh,
didn't know anything like that. It was all these different fields.
yeah.
We tried, but we were unable to find it. We
And
were out there for a good couple hours, just nonstop looking for it.
it might have been sitting on his dresser. That's the issue you have when they don't know it came off, and they just, you don't know. They could have had the car dropped, and then got the field, then they realized it was missing and sitting in their car. So those type of recoveries are tough, even though they do work out sometime. And you do recover them, but you don't have as high a percentage if they didn't see it come off. Even if they see it come off, sometime you don't. I had one girl call me up, said she's throwing a ball to her dog, and she knew the direction. And a lot of times what I do, I get them to take something of that weight and kind of like throw it, and you kind of see what area it lands in to kind of get an idea maybe or something all. And I looked for that thing for a couple of hours. I could not find it. You know where it was at? It was on
What
the
was it?
when she threw the ball, she actually threw it high enough to throw it up on the roof. So I didn't look on the roof. But anyway, it was recovered. So that's the main thing. Whoever finds it, how they find it, at least they get it recovered. But yeah, it's tough when they don't know where they lost it at or when it came off. A necklace in the water, the girl, was leaning over, getting something, and dropped the necklace in the water. And actually, another detective actually went over there and tried to find it. He couldn't find it. They called me up, and I had a weight belt and my snorkeling on, so I could actually go down and crawl on the bottom. And I found it in a couple of minutes. But sometimes it's tough, because it was probably 4 or 5 feet of water. But and it's hard to get down on the bottom if you don't have a weight belt on when you're trying to look for something. But you get a weight belt on and you can crawl on the bottom and take that pinpoint. I actually found it with the pinpoint and just walk with ease on there and there. Pinpointer works good too, trying to find something sometime like that. In that scenario, worked good. I got a hit with a detector, just went down there with the pinpointer, crawled on the bottom, pulled it up, and it's a diamond. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy the heck out of doing that. Although I like finding them that nobody knows that I found a nice one the other day that I won't be able to return because of the situation on it. But I get a lot of joy out of returning them though.
Yeah, it's really like amazing to think all these different returns that you do. How many returns did you say that you do? Like a rough average per year?
I think I ended up doing about 30 returns or something like that last year. So during the summertime, you'll have a lot more people lose. I had number 1 this year. As a matter of fact, I know a lot of y'all know Sean Sergeant Whitey Sherrill. You know him, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's actually a ring finder, and I was just kind of touching base with him the other day. And he's actually had 9 returns this year alone. So he is really been going. Y'all might want to go check him out. I think he's got YouTube and all too, so you can check him out. He's done some really good ones. I think he said he found a North Carolina State class ring lost for 52 years. I think I had 130, but that one beats me. 52 years it was lost. I think he's got a video to return it to the person too on that one. So congrats on that one, man. Had to check in. I haven't got to check some of his videos out too. Old Sean Sergeant Whitey Sherrill there. But there's a lot of us out there that are doing the same thing. Like I say, the guy that actually started this site, he's found 428 lost rings and returned them. He's been doing this website, the Ring Finders, now for 13 years. And he said we got 9,326 successful recoveries recorded on that website. So that's a lot of recoveries, over 9,000. So
Yeah.
he actually does a lot of other things too. And the some of the ring finders, they actually do like searches in the States. I think they found I don't know how many pounds of silver buried, I think, in a yard. There's some gold coins. If you look on the site, some of those things that he's found is on there. It's pretty cool, some of the stuff they have recovered for people. But good deal, man.
Yeah. And all this so if you lose a ring or a necklace or something that's valuable to you, something that means something to you, you can go onto ringfinders.com
TheRingfinders.com. Yep.
and
That-
it'll bring you to this.
Yeah, you got to put the in front, TheRingfinders.com. But yeah, and you can sign or just find a person in your area, and they have contact information there. You just contact the person and tell them, come on out and look. Most people, I don't charge anything and I don't charge anything. I just let them, if they want to give me something, fine. But some people may, depending on how far they got to travel, may ask for gas or tolls or something to go out there. Maybe each person does their own little thing with that. But normally, most of us get the joy out of returning it. You know, making somebody's day. You know, that's the main thing right there.
Yeah.
Giveaway time, ain't it?
Yeah, it's giveaway time. But my dad said for me to tell this story. I'm gonna tell that story right after I do my giveaway because that's a real that's a story that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So we are going to do our giveaway, our first giveaway of the night. We are giving away a 2006 United States Mint Proof set. So we have all the names so far inside of this hat here. So we're gonna put my hand in. We're gonna take one out.
I had a bad handwriting tonight, so.
All right. Becky Mackey, are you here? Becky Mackey, are you here? Make yourself known. Please focus on me, camera. Thank you. All right, so Becky Mackey, if you are here, make sure to comment. It is 8:31 p.m. Becky Mackey. Up, they are here.
All right.
Congratulations. Oh, yes, fireworks. I almost forgot to bring up the fireworks, which I just so happen to have downloaded 3 times. There we go. Congratulations, Becky Mackey. Make sure to get your information out to us. We will send out your prize. Congratulations. So, I want to talk about real quick a story about a necklace. I was out on the beach one day, just detecting, when this lady walks up to me and she goes, "Hey, can you help me with something?" She shows me where she was situated and she says, "I had my necklace and I wrapped it up inside of my clothing when I went to go out into the water. And when I came back and I must have opened up my clothing, it fell into the sand somewhere and now I can't find it." And she described it. And from what she described, it sounded like a really big necklace, a big gold necklace with a big cross on it. I was like, okay, if it's that big, it can't be that hard to find. Well, I never found it. Well, I did find it, but never got it back to her because of a reason that I'll get to in a second. She says thank you to me. I tried. I really tried finding it. And then she leaves. As soon as she leaves, the people that were situated next to her on the beach, this guy goes into his pocket and pulls out a necklace that's exactly what she described and puts it on. They stole the necklace.
Oh my goodness.
And I felt so bad, but there's nothing you can do because it's my word against theirs, and she's not there. So
Man, Karma's gonna get him.
Yeah, I hope it did. But
That's there, man. Golly day. They must have saw her wrap it up in the towel, set it down, and went and got it, I guess. Man, that's terrible.
Yeah. I was really hoping that I would go out there and find it for her.
Yeah.
But there's nothing you can really do if someone stole it. You know?
And you know he saw you looking for it. You detect around where she was sitting, all right?
Yes.
So you know he saw you doing it.
Yeah, he definitely saw me doing it. Because you know, like how if you feel like someone's staring at you, it's like you kind of look over sometimes. It was sort of like that feeling every so often. I look over and he would be like looking at me and like looks away. It's like, well, you're detecting. Of course, people are gonna look at you.
Yeah,
I just didn't expect you to be looking at me for that reason.
right, right. Man, have you ever had anybody else ask you while you were on the beach to find something for them?
I've had it happen a couple times.
Yeah.
I believe I did find like at least one or two when I was out on the beach. But there's also times when people like, they make like a joke when they come over, like, "Hey, I lost my wallet on the beach. If you find it, it's mine." Stuff
Yeah.
like that. But
Rolex. I lost a Rolex. Yeah. I get that all the time.
a crazy story
Yeah,
from when I was on the beach.
they love to get you on that.
Yeah.
Anything in 10 foot around me right now is mine if you find it.
It's sort of like how like if like a grocery store person, a cashier, someone says, "How's the 100? Is it real?" They're like, "Yep, it looks real." It's like, "Good, I made it this morning." So like that. But if it's like, "Hey, if you find a Rolex, it's mine," and something.
Right.
You hear it enough times, it's like, "Yep, heard that one before."
Yeah, I've heard them all, man. I tell you, what's the best thing you ever found, and what's the most expensive? Well, they ask me all kind of questions. I always on the beach. I always ask you those questions all the time.
Yeah. So, how long have you been ring finding?
I think I've been on that site about 3 years now, I believe, somewhere around that. I've only been detecting really 8 or 9 years, so. And I saw that, and I really enjoyed it. And before I got on the ring finders, I had returned a couple of rings before that, and just people coming up to me on the beach. A lot of time on the beach, of course, people during the summertime, people lose every day. People losing rings every day down there. Hey, I just lost my ring. Can you help me find it? I've done that a lot of times, even before the ring finders. But and I still do that. A lot of people approach me on the beach. The video with the guy with the grandpa's ring, he actually had contact. He had lost it on the beach. I walked by. Actually, another friend of mine was out there looking for it too. Another ring finder had been out there looking before I got there. But a lot of people stop you on the beach. Trying to find people lose stuff. Unbelievable, people wear to the beach. Wear expensive stuff to the beach and lose it. It's amazing.
Ooh.
And a lot, of course, the main thing, as soon as they hit the water, that cold makes the hand shrink. It lubricates it, and so next thing you know, if it ain't fitting really tight, it's gonna come off. People playing football, joking around, grabbing each other and all. They got these big gold chains and grabbing and break them off, and they lose. It's amazing what gets lost. It just amazes me the things you get find on the beach that people lose.
Yeah.
But-
I remember one time my dad, and a bunch of his friends were called out to a small like town beach that was off at the bay, and this guy said he lost two gold necklaces, two couple $1,000 necklaces in the water. The first one, he was scuba diving in the water near there when he hit a rock underneath the water, and the big necklace came off. And the second necklace he lost the next day after he bought a metal detector, took the necklace off, put it into the water to test the detector. The detector was not waterproof, so it shorted out, and then that necklace washed out.
I had a guy on the beach one day. He saw me detect it. He had a detector, and so he took his wife's gold necklace off and put in the sand, testing his detector to see if he could hear it. And chains are tough to hear sometimes. They really are. A lot of detectors have trouble with gold chains, especially a thin gold chain.
Yeah.
You cannot hear that. And he put it in the sand. He started messing around, and he lost it. He couldn't find it. So he saw me. He called me. "Oh, can you help me find it?" And I had like 4 detectors there looking for this little chain, and none of us could find it. We took stand down a foot ways, and we kept looking. We never did find that gold chain. He lost.
Wow.
I'm sure his wife wasn't too happy at that because he had taken it off of her just to test the detector. it cost him a gold chain testing it, but you gotta be careful with gold chains. Sometimes they're a little tough to hear.
Yeah, I'd say gold chains and like just gold chains have to be one of the hardest things to find, especially if like especially if they're undone and out. You're
Flat.
never gonna.
Yeah.
It's a miracle if you find those.
Yeah. I found some, but a lot of times gold chain will have a pendant on it, and you'll get the pendant, and then you'll get the chain with the pendant. You know, sometimes I have found them like that before, but just change is tough for sure.
Yeah.
A big one like that one guy I had, that big 4 carats down that chain was that big around. Anybody could have found that one.
Yeah. But the small thin ones,
Yeah, those small thin ones are tough. Yep.
if anyone ever like posts up online like, hey, look at this gold chain I found, it's a thin one, it has a little pendant on it, the first thing I always think is, you didn't find the gold chain, you found the pendant first.
Found a pendant. Yep.
You found the pendant and the gold chain happened to be with it.
Yeah. That's for sure. Oh,
'Cause
man. Have you been out detecting lately, Matty?
not as recent. I know I got out to the Boyertown event. I didn't detect while I was there, but I was able to get out there. That was fun. But yeah, I haven't been out metal detecting recently.
Nice.
Yeah. Have you?
Oh yeah, I go almost every day. Let's see, this year so far we got I think 55 rings so far this year.
Nice.
14 gold. Got a gold yesterday, and it was a unique gold one because when I pulled it up out of sand, John Boy, y'all see him hunt with me, it was silver. I just knew it was a silver ring. You know, so it's no corrosion whatsoever on it, but it was silver looking, you know. So I said, okay, it's gonna be silver. So I get home and I always look at everything before I do my closeout. So I got Mike to look at it, said 10K in it. I said, 10K? I don't look like new gold. Well, this was a turn of the century beat, so this ring could have been there for 50 years, you know. And if anybody's familiar with 10 karat gold is less than half real gold, you know. So you got over 50% other metals in that ring, and a 10 karat. You got silver, you got nickel, maybe copper. They mix all these other metals in a 10 karat ring. So what I'm assuming, it has some silver and it actually had that little bit of tarnish on it. Because when I took my buff wheel and hit it, it turned bright gold instantly. You know, it was just a real thin thing on it. And it was bright gold all the way around. And it shot me. It was a shot gold ring because I didn't think I had it. I thought I had a silver one, but it's interesting. Now you get an 18 karat. 18 karat is 75% gold. So it's only 25% other metals mixed in it. So they normally never tarnish. If you find an 18 karat chain, a ring, it's normally bright gold. You know, they don't have any tarnish, but a 10 karat can give you a little bit of tarnish on it sometimes because of that. You find, you know, I've metal detected gold nuggets up in the mountains of Virginia here before. And when they come out, they're probably a million years old. They're gold, bright gold, no tarnish on them, you know. So any kind of pure gold, you know, 75% gold, that's going to keep that luster. But when you start mixing all these other metals into the gold, you'll start getting a little bit more reaction than you will a pure gold, you know. So yeah, it was a shock yesterday on that one for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we have here last I got one right here. This one I got. I was on vacation here. I went down to the Caribbean, but can you see if I can see that one
right there? Ooh.
That's probably one of the prettiest ones. A 1 karat diamond on that with an extra carat on both sides. Let's see, I can get back where it focuses in. Maybe it's another carat of diamonds on the side and a 1 karat main diamond right there. That's my best find of the year right there so far.
That is beautiful.
That's a beautiful ring, man. It's heavy too. It weighs 9.5 grams. 14 karat gold. That's and it came out of water just like that, bright gold. It might not have been lost that long. I don't know how long it's been lost, but yeah, that's a pretty one there. I mean, I found a lot of ones like these, you know. I mean, they're pretty, but you know, that bunch of little diamonds, they don't really have the value that the single diamond. These they call Melly is what they called when the little diamonds are called Melly diamonds. And my friend sells us like, I mean, you can get a carat of Melly diamonds, when he'll sell them $80, you know what I mean? So you don't have a lot of value in the diamonds on something when it's small like that, Got to get over half a carat really to get some good value to them, But yeah, a carat diamond, depending on the quality of it, will definitely run a little bit. Quality is everything on the diamonds, They can rent big range on those VS or SI, depending on the quality of them is slightly included or very, very slightly included, we barely see it. You ever look at a diamond under a microscope?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I mean, most all of them have some type of inclusions in them. They have little tiny black dots. It's carbon, it starts from carbon anyway. So it'll end up with little tiny black carbon in it. But most time you can't see it with your naked eye. That would be when you start seeing them, first it'll be like a slightly included SI, SI1, SI2. Then you go VS, BVS, very slight where you can barely see something, and they get more expensive, then you got almost like a flawless diamond. When you look at it, you can't even see anything in them, and they're real expensive. So depending on the quality, you can run a big range of value there on those. But I was happy with that one, that's for sure.
Yeah, that one is beautiful.
Yeah, I think my wife likes it too, unfortunately. She claims a lot of them. If the ring fits, it's hers. Even if we gotta get a size most of the time. But anyway, we're having a good time, enjoying getting at it. One good thing about Meltech, and people don't realize, is exercise. I mean, so many people sit around and they retire and don't get outside and get that exercise. I really, that's probably the number one treasure of Meltech is the exercise it gives you, for sure.
Yeah, going out melotecting. I've seen people where when they started melotecting, they're like pretty unhealthy, but when after just like a couple months,
Yep,
they start losing tons and tons of weight, and they start getting in like shape.
people should say that to me now. I saw Meltech. You lost 30 pounds. Yeah, it's good. It's good to get out and get moving like that. Even if you don't find anything, at least you get out and see nature. And there's so much to see out in the birds and the turtles. And I just love seeing all the nature when you're out there too sometimes, and just getting outside. So, and the finds are just a bonus to me, just getting out. A lot of fun, man. I can't wait to back out with your dad up Ocean City. We had a nice little trip. I don't know if y'all saw that video, but me and Maddie's dad went up to Ocean City, Maryland. We had a blast up there, didn't we? That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun up there.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, we got to get him back out there for sure.
Yeah, one of these days when he's feeling better, we'll see if we can.
Tell him the day he feels well enough to go, I'm there. You let him know.
He's watching upstairs, so
we'll do it. We'll be there. Definitely. What other kind of giveaways you got tonight?
We have one more giveaway that we're gonna be giving it away later.
Okay.
It wouldn't hurt to advertise it one more time beforehand. Later in the show, not right now, later, we're going to be giving away a coin and currency collecting starter bundle. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That was donated by Awesome Relics New England. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Let's see if I got...
And really quickly, we had a question come in from Tyler Yasko, who asked, he's a ring... he asked, are you just like a ring guy, or do you also go hunting for relics and coins?
Oh, I do everything. I go hunting for relics, coins, a gold pan. I make fire ant art. I raise a duck on my back porch. I got all kind of hobbies. But
yeah, you have a ton of hobbies.
I do. I got too many. Here's one plate I found this year. That's pretty cool. First one of those I found, a nice sword belt plate. So
that is beautiful.
Yeah, I know they tell you never to clean them, right? They say don't touch them, don't touch them. I don't know if anybody's ever done this before. I'm thinking about, because it does have some stuff that gets onto it. I'm thinking about pressure washing. You ever heard about pressure washing one?
Ooh.
Just to not, I mean, it's not a razor so much as that you grind something, but that should knock off some of the, like, you get these little tiny microscopic rocks stuck to them and everything. I'm thinking about trying it. I don't have a problem destroying something if I have to. I've destroyed a few things playing around with stuff. It's only an object, but yeah, I do. I found all kind of silver coins this year, and I did find. I brought a couple things. This is one of my best finds this year, right here. You know what that is, Maddie?
Oh, let me see that. Ooh. Is that a cob?
Nope.
What is it?
A pine tree shilling. 16.
Oh, pine tree.
It's a cut pine tree shilling. They actually, of course, as you know, they would cut coins for change, right? And
Yeah.
this was actually cut. It's kind of a strange cut on it, but they did cut it to the point that it but it is a pine tree shilling. It's the first one of those I found. I found that I think about a month ago, I think. But that's pretty cool there. They made them, I think, from 1652 to 1680, somewhere in that range, up in Boston, Massachusetts, at a mint up there they created. And till the King of England shut them down. They started 1652. They think they did it because at the time the king had been beheaded not long before. Of course, the king has to authorize anybody making money in England, because that was part of England then. So they did it and kept that date because when the new king came in. But anyway, they caught up with them and shut them down, making their own coins in I think it was 1682 maybe, or something like that. But that was pretty cool. The first mint in the United States, right there. That's some history there.
Yeah.
Cool. But
that is really awesome.
But yeah, I find a lot of Civil War bullets, cannonballs. I don't know if y'all seen my videos. I got a little snooper rig on my boat where it's gas powered. I just put a piece of my mouth to breathe, and then put a weight belt on to go down. I don't go real deep, but I've recovered a lot of Civil War relics, cannonballs, and stuff using that and going down. And hopefully this summer I'm gonna use that to hit some a lot of rings. I'm gonna use it for ringing a little bit more this year than I have in the past, I hope. But it's good for relic hunting too, and just out of reach of where most people would walk out in 6 to 8 to 10 feet of water, something like that. It works out really well. It is dangerous, so I don't recommend it to anybody. But anytime you stick your head underwater, is danger. Really careful out there doing anything like that. But
yeah, anytime the water is up to here, there's risk involved.
It's risk, but in a foot of water, if you're going underwater, you get snagged down there and get hooked up. You just gotta always keep your wits about you when you're in the water doing anything, because definitely had some fatalities and doing stuff like that. It's not good. So yeah, you gotta be careful out there doing stuff like that. But sometimes you gotta go places where other people won't go, or go places that people haven't been. You gotta do a lot of research. And the beach we were out yesterday was a turn-of-century beach. I don't think anybody's ever hunted before, because my buddy found a couple barber dimes. Indy hit buffalo nickel. That one ring I found was an old ring because it hit from the crow's joint. I got it here somewhere. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot of how it was crowed. You could tell it had been there a long time. We might have to go back to that one and check it out again, because I think it's probably some more stuff at that one. But yeah, you got to do a lot of research and find those spots that people ain't going to. I haven't been. So find that good stuff.
Yeah. Really quickly, we have Dig Dug Bowden, who's he's really interested in that pine tree that you mentioned earlier. He wants to know where you found it.
I can't fill in that information. Virginia. It was found in Virginia.
Yeah. Don't hear pine trees outside New England much.
Yeah. It's probably more up toward Boston, Massachusetts, where they're minted more than they are down here. But Eastern Virginia, down near my way, is where it came from. So yeah, he's right. I'm sure most of them are. I have heard other ones being found in this area, but I'm sure they find them more up there. But I don't think too many of them have been found. I mean, they probably made a lot of them back in the day, I'm sure. but there's probably more of them out there. But I like to find a whole one. A whole one is in a good shape is definitely worth a little bit. I don't know about a cut one. I don't know what mine would be worth. Probably not a whole lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention real quick, Walter Shane Moore made a really good point. He said we got a lot of old people here. You need to give another giveaway before we nod out. So, we're gonna do our final giveaway of the night. This was donated to us by Awesome Relics New England. It is the Coin and Currency Collecting Starter Bundle. We're going to be giving that away with our trusty old hat with the names in it. With the names in it. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to shake it up. We'll look away. And the winner is Chris Roberts. Are you here? Please focus, camera. Thank you. Chris Roberts, are you here? If you are here, make yourself known. Chris Roberts. The current time is 8:56. Oh, they are here.
All right.
Congratulations. Oh, fireworks.
Where's the fireworks?
There we go. Congratulations. Make sure to get your information out to us or get it out to Dig Dug Bowden. Either or. And we will get your prize sent out to you. Congratulations. All right. Well, thank you once again. Thank you guys for I want to thank real quick who was it? I just mentioned it. Walter Shane Moore for bringing that up with that really funny joke. You better do a giveaway or else some of us are going to start nodding out. All right. So here we go. Do we have any more questions from people in the comments? I don't see any. Oh yeah. Hello, Jason. Saw him out at a good friend of mine. Saw him out at Boyertown. There's a lot of people out there.
Doesn't he
Anyway,
have a YouTube channel?
What?
Doesn't that get Jason have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, he's the quarter hoarder.
The quarter hoarder. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Good job, Jason. All right.
I don't know who goes around hoarding quarters. Sounds like kind of a weird guy, but
Quarter hoarder. I wondered that when I used to watch him. Now I was questioning, how do you get the quarter hoarder? He must have found a lot of quarters at one time and had a pocket full somewhere down the line.
I don't know. If someone said, "Hey, I'm the quarter hoarder," I'd be kind of creeped out.
He might have a video out there now. We'll have to see if he's got a video on that.
All right, Jason, you have to make your newest video has to be this. It's going to be, and I make. Oh, he said I'm. Dang it! I make a lot of payphone calls.
Oh, used to. You couldn't find a payphone now.
Yeah. His next video has to be his origin story.
Right. How I got the name quarter hoarder.
How I became the quarter hoarder.
Yeah. Throw that in at least in one of your videos, Jason. We got to see that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start wrapping up the show. It's got 2 minutes to 9.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Gigmaster, for being on. It was a lot of fun having you here.
Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
No, just for you being able to go out and find all these rings, you deserve some fireworks of your own.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Little tradition we have on here. If someone wins something or something good, we put up the fireworks. Doesn't
Cool.
make the neighbors happy though. Well, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being on once again. It was a lot of fun having you here. And oh yeah, I I want to put on this music. I'm having it run the whole time on loop because that way it might get rid of the big intro part of the song because it's really just not good. So if I turn up the music, please don't be at the intro. Alright, it's at the good part. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And get out and have a digging adventure. We'll see you.